what do you think should the punishment be for OTB cheating? There is currently a discussion. I think Igor Rausis got stripped of his GM title, the guy who got caught on the toilet using the same method. And he probably was banned from playing for some years, but I don't remember the exact number of years. So what should be the punishment in your opinion?
Again, I think that I think there are topics here where anyone acting in good faith should have the same opinion. And then there are topics within the sphere of cheating where there's room for discussion and differing opinions. This is probably the second type of question, what the punishment should be. I err on the side of, I think the method of preventing littering in the US, like how do authorities disincentivize people from throwing towels and cigarette butts onto the side of the road, which can be very dangerous, right? If there are objects on the freeway and you drive through them, it can cause huge accidents. And they do it by raising the fine to something ridiculous. So are the chances that you're caught littering are very low. The chances that it will be a cop seeing you throw your used sandwich wrapper out of the window are very low. But in the event that they do, the punishment is a huge amount of money. You can face massive repercussions. One other story, my physics teacher in 11th grade did something funny. So he assigned a lab write-up every week. You had to write up a report of the lab that you did. But he only collected 2 lab notebooks out of 60 per week. But everybody was so terrified that their lab notebook would be the one selected that everybody always did the lab write-up. It worked perfectly. And let me tell you, even if you chose 1 lab notebook, 1 out of 60, no. Those chances are, you do not want to take those chances and skimp on something that will take you a few hours. So I think that the punishment should be, if you're a GM who cheats or a title player in general, you should be stripped of the title. And of course, in that case, the cheating should be basically provable. It should be provable beyond any reasonable doubt. You should have a chance to defend yourself. There should be a process. But if it's established that you cheated over the board using an engine, or an accomplice who was using an engine, your title should be stripped. You should be banned from FIDE competitions, maybe for life. Maybe for something like 10 years. But over the board cheating in a money tournament, if you're a title player, you're a GM especially, there's no excuse for that period. And that is just abominable behavior that it just corrodes the honesty on which the game is built. Obviously, there's the question of age. And if you're an untitled player, if you're an untitled kid, just thinking about it using common sense, it feels like a kid should probably get a second chance if they understand the gravity of what they did.
Yeah.
So I think that for title players, the punishment should be very strict. Otherwise, for a regular amateur tournament, that can be discussed, but some sort of ban for a certain period of time, and probably for very young kids, some sort of separate process where you can give them a second chance, provided the parents take matters into their own hands. Should be established. So there should be a sliding scale with the punishment being most severe for title players in the event that the cheating is well established.
Yeah, very, very reasonable. Okay, we'll see how the Shevchenko case unfolds. Maybe, I think there is a tiniest chance that he was set up. Maybe it wasn't his phone after all. I doubt it, but let's see.
But the fact should come out. The people who are, it's shocking to me, Greg, sorry to interrupt, but at least we should wait a few days because this story it's outlandish. And I don't think people realize, the average chess fan realizes just how crazy it is that a 2670 decides to destroy his life over in the grand scheme of things, meaningless tournament. If it happened in the Olympiad, I could understand. Again, when I say I could understand, I don't mean I could understand the morality of this action. It's just as abominable. I can understand what goes through someone's brain. But, a league game, where you're going in the opening and you're standing by the stall when there are other free stalls. Every GM knows that the moment someone observes you doing that, they think you're cheating. So it smells very weird to me. Right now, it looks like it was his phone, but let's wait for the facts to come out. And I really want to encourage people to put their emotions aside. We really need, as a chess society, both fans and title players, to stop just descending into this mindless, mentality of just making these emotional pronouncements, because definitely more facts will come out. If he cheated, then I think he should be punished to the highest possible degree, of course.